bush, still in the hands of kidnappers in the northwest region of the Republic of Cameroon. And Cameroon is recording another major air accident, a plane crash that has left about 11 persons feared dead. That happened in the central region of the Republic of Cameroon, about 150 kilometers away from the central regional capital, the nation's political capital, Yaoundé. Stay with us. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining us at this news hour. 11 persons feared dead in a plane crash in the central region of the Republic of Cameroon. The small passenger plane crashed in a forest in Bibe in the Upper Sanaka division. Accessibility to the crash scene is near impossible because Bibe is one of the most enclaved parts of the division, and the Ministry of Transport said the plane lost radio contact with air traffic controllers and was later located in the forest near Nanga Iboko, about 150 kilometers northeast of the capital city, Yaoundé. And from Yaoundé Simale International Airport, the aircraft was flying to Belabo in the east region of the country. Official sources say the plane was chartered by a private company, the Cameroon Oil Transportation Company, that maintains the hydrocarbons pipeline that runs through or between Cameroon and neighboring Chad. It says the crash is the first major air catastrophe in the country since 2007, when a Kenya airline plane carrying 114 people crashed after taking off from the Douala International Airport. We'll be bringing to you updates as far as that is concerned. Now to Nguti subdivision in the Kupe-Manigua division, southwest region of the Republic of Cameroon, where the people are reportedly fleeing the area after a series of kidnappings or abductions going on in that part of the crisis-stricken southwest region of the country. It should be recalled that the southwest region is one of the two English-speaking regions of the Republic of Cameroon in a socio-political and security crisis for close to 6 years today, and several persons, more than 10, are reported to have been abducted in that part of the country in the past days, and the atmosphere is tense in that part of the southwest region of the country because of this. Now, Derijato brings to us updates from Boya.
The 29th of April 2022 council session of the Nguti Council, the subdivision has witnessed a lot of unpleasant situation. Top among reports have it that 3 days after the session, 4 people were kidnapped and taken into the bush, and the separatist fighters are claiming responsibility. On a telephone chat with Mentong Eno George, the mayor of Nguti Council, he told me that it is alleged the separatist fighters abducted these 4 persons who are advanced in age because they had carried out some rituals to weaken them, the separatist fighters, to be captured by the forces of law and order. But another version have it that these traditional rites were being performed to cleanse the land. From Nguti subdivision has also been stained with a lot of blood since 2016, when the Anglophone crisis escalated. Some even have it that these 4 persons were abducted because of the utterances made by Jean Chakwe Marie, the senior divisional officer for Kupe-Manigua division, during the said council session, calling on all to come back to Nguti and threatening them that if they fail to do so, they will have to pay, and claiming that Nguti is in peace. As of now, the Nguti man has only one cry: peace, that has been absent since 2016. The social media reports having it that over 10 people or over 16 people have been abducted. Mentong Eno George said he cannot affirm such an allegation because he doesn't have any additional information. But he told me that 4 people were abducted 3 days after the council session. Their whereabouts is yet unknown. And equally, the people and family members of the set abducted are also fleeing the town for the fear of the unknown. And the cry of everyone is for peace to return to Ngoti, something that has been absent since 2016. I am Derek Jato, following the Ngoti development from Boya, signing out.
As Derek Jato indicated there, the abductions are coming out as a response to recent statements made by the senior divisional officer of the Kupe Manikuba division, Jean-Marie Chakwi, during a Ngoti council session that took place on April 29, 2022. According to some sources, the kidnappings or abductions is coming as a response to some of those statements in which the senior divisional officer of the Kupe Manikuba division said the situation there is gradually returning to normalcy, or practically returned to normal in that part of the southwest region of the country. And during that council session, the senior divisional officer threatened the municipal councillors, saying that they have to resign if all of them do not come back, including the mayor, to their municipality. And before that council session, they were forced into a military truck to attend that council session because they were hesitating, raising concerns over their security. Now, let's go back to what happened during that council session. What was said before, during, and after. Take a listen to the senior divisional officer of the Kupe Manikuba division, Jean-Marie Chakwi, and the mayor of Ngoti Council.
All the security measures you are saying that you are not going to Ngoti, you resign. What is nonsense? You are here to rather to kill the municipality. What is it nonsense? You must tell us what is happening, or you resign. We force you to resign and to leave this municipality free. You cannot every day be experiencing the same nonsense from people who are supposed to be adults and to be helping the development.
All the councillors, if not all, more than half, came to attend the council session, in spite of the fact that initially they were afraid. So I'm very grateful and thankful to God that we have finally succeeded. It was just fear. Fear is one of the greatest things in life. And once you beat that fear and you have confidence, you will succeed. That's exactly what happened initially. Our local collections are not there. So it hinges on our accounts. And that's why we had the accounts plummeted.
The senior divisional officer charged you to come back to your council of your municipality. How soon is that expected?
We should expect that by 1 month, because we have taken many things out to make a makeshift office somewhere. For us to move them back, it should take about a month. We should come back home. You know that Ngoti was once a buoyant area. Let us come back home. And once we come back home, economic activities.
Now we continue with our series of reports on battles, but before that, should indicate that Senator Regina Mundi, a member of Cameroon's Upper House of Parliament, is still in the hands of kidnappers in the northwest region of the Republic of Cameroon. She was kidnapped some days ago, and tens of millions of francs CFA being demanded for her release. She is still in captivity. Until now, no official statement has come from the Yaoundé administration or government authorities. And before her, several other persons were kidnapped, including the president of the Northwest House of Chiefs, who is still in captivity till date, and his whereabouts and of course his fate, what's happening to him, is not known to the general public, and government has not made any statement as far as this is concerned. Now to Ezeka in the Nyankele Division, Central Region of the Republic of Cameroon. We're going to continue with our series of reports on back roads across the country as the rainy season draws near. We're going to Ezeka, and Sinaze is going to show us the deplorable state of roads in that part of the Central Region.
The main road in the Zeka, Nyong division of the Center region, connecting several towns in the area. The once busy stretch has been abandoned by car owners because of the numerous potholes and craters, which has resulted to several breakdowns. The road is mostly used by bikers who meander around the large and deep potholes. Here in Zeka, we do not have good roads. Movement from one town to another is a big problem. Lots of vehicles while flying on this road get stuck. Apart from poor roads, the youths of Ezeka are equally faced with high unemployment rate, despite the fact that the locality is blessed with natural resources which could be exploited and the funds gotten used to create jobs in the area. We do not have companies that can help employ youths of the area. Every day, you see logs of wood getting out of the town of Ezeka, but we do not get anything in return. Locals are questioning the whereabouts of council revenue collected from taxes.
Urban disorder seems to be gaining grounds in some parts of the southwest regional character. Boya Clark's Quarters neighborhood is one of those areas where the ugly heat of urban disorder is imposing itself, and Derijato reports that Etina Monono, the traditional leader of Great Support in which Clark's Quarters is found, is taking actions to help the municipal authorities and of course the administrative authorities in the fight against urban disorder in that part of Boya. Derijato has more.
Anarchical construction in a hub like Clark's Quarters in Boya subdivision doesn't speak well of this neighborhood of the Great Support village.
There are a lot of things going on. People are building on the road. People are planting food on next to their houses. So there's total disorder in the place.
And Chief Etina Monono, the second-class traditional ruler of Great Support people, is hard on what he called a social mess that must be dealt with. Sanitation too needs to be addressed and redressed.
Now, there will be somebody there who will say now there's cholera or there's COVID-19, take your vaccines. Then somebody will be able to say there's clean-up campaign twice a month. They should go for the clean-up campaign.
And today his representative is today shown to the Clark's Quarters population.
And in fact, the Potterhead is the champion of development in that area. And that is what Clark's Quarters has been lacking. And now I've appointed somebody who is dynamic, who is loved. Look at the people. It's about 7 o'clock now. People are still here.
Ekema Veseke is expected, therefore, to do one thing: put order in this part of Great Support in Boya.
Regional councillors in the East region of the Republic of Cameroon are saying that they are facing so many problems hindering them from carrying on with their duties. Among the major problems include finances, which stems from the lack of a steady financial source for the regional institutions. Details in this report. For me, I'm Strong Sanda.
The case in 2021, the East Regional Council is still in search of stability. The young institution lacks the financial resources to effectively function, and the president, Wamini Mbele, says on paper they have money, but in reality the story is different.
Théoriquement, nous avions de l'argent, mais de fait, nous n'avions pas cet argent.
He continued that they are yet to perceive money meant for regional councils in Cameroon because the government says the state coffers are overwhelmed by the multiple crises affecting the country.
Et évidemment, nous n'avions pas de choix parce que jusque-là, nous avons une seule source de financement.
Added to the financial difficulties is the absence of an organizational chart for the council, which the president says has adversely affected the efficient functioning of the council in the region.
Personnel en tant que tel, en principe, l'adoption et l'approbation.
Meeting in an ordinary session in Bertois, East Regional Councillors reviewed the 2021 administrative account and a project to adopt an organizational chart for the council. The East Regional Council, like the 9 other councils across Cameroon, still do not have an independent source of income. The institution depends and continues to depend solely on the decentralization grants chipped in by the government of Cameroon through the Ministry of Decentralization and Local Development.
Cocoa farmers in Cameroon are decrying what they consider as exploitation by cocoa exporters. According to them, they earn only 2% of the billions of francs CFA benefit generated on the cocoa market, and they implore the Cameroon government and the International Cocoa Organization to come to the rescue. Innocent reports.
Farmers in Cameroon are far from generating satisfactory profits in this sector. They are main losers. According to findings presented by the International Cocoa Organization, from the billions of dollars generated by the cocoa market, the farmers take home only 2%. Our main problem is the low purchase cost. Before we are given prices, exporters have already computed and deducted their profit with the leftover given us farmers. Plantations have also been abandoned by those who know how to calculate. We live an unimaginable situation in a chain where everybody is a capitalist with computing aptitude except cocoa farmers. According to the cultivators, they are only heading towards catastrophe. If the price issue is not looked into, the farmers will end up in misery.
On ne juge pas ça. Les cacaoyers vont être abandonnés par les producteurs, comme ils ont fait pour le café.
Economic actors are devising new survival strategies. We are diversifying our cultivation in our plantations. We are compelled to grow mangoes, guavas and others so that in the dry season we can harvest and sell them. While awaiting, eyes are focused on the Cocoa Talks, an exchange forum between Cameroon and the European for cocoa sustainability. Expectations of cocoa farmers are many. There should be transparency when establishing prices, farmer support, and favorable consideration. I think they should first and foremost look into the producer's benefit and the cocoa grouped in grades. It is believed this platform will resolve the problems encountered in the cocoa market. We discussed on the price and market problems, sustainable production systems, and also decent work and equal benefit. Cocoa farmers nurse hope these actions will yield fruits in the nearest future.
And that's it for the first part of this edition of the 6 p.m. newscast. Talking Point is up next. Unfortunately, our guest is not connected with us this evening. We're supposed to discuss the kidnapping of Senator Regina Mundi and more than 10 other persons who were also reported abducted in the southwest region of the country, and of course the pressure from administrative authorities on civil servants and municipal or elected officials to return to their base in the crisis-stricken northwest and southwest regions of the country, and the security challenges making it quite impossible or difficult rather for the people to carry on with their activities normally. And we're going to have the discussion another day. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying with us. That's it for today. In about 40 minutes, Sergio Don and his guest will be yours with Equinoxe. Do stay with us.